First of all, how is Connor Cody?
Yeah, good afternoon. Unfortunately, Connor is not with us, won't be with us tomorrow, and probably won't be with us for the next games.
How long do you think he could be out?
We don't know. We are still waiting for to see how we improve, and then we can finally have an idea about the time.
And what's the injury precisely?
That's why this is the reason why we don't know the timing, because they are still analyzing the situation.
And do you have any other injury concerns ahead of Coventry?
No.
That's good. That's good. Ahead of the season, I was just wondering if you could confirm who your captain and vice captain may be this season.
To be honest, I always said the same. First of all, I think it's something that the team, for me, has to decide for the captain. But in our case, I think Jamie, Mark Albrighton, Connor Cody, Ricardo Pereira, these kind of players, even if they don't have the bracelet, you say, they are leaders. So at the end, we have 4 or 5 players, 6 players that all of them, they can be leader and they can be captain.
So on Sunday, is it safe to say Jamie Vardy will lead the side if he is to start?
I don't know if he's going to start.
No problem. On the positive side with transfers, are you happy with the business the club have done so far? I know Connor's injured, but the likes of him, Harry Winks and a few others coming in so early, has that been a positive?
Yeah, as you said, unfortunately, probably one of the reasons why we decided for Connor Cody, first of all, because he's a good player and he can help us a lot, and especially because we knew him that is a real leader, but unfortunately we lost him for a while, and yeah, it's not good things for us. But about the window market, I always said the same. My situation, I think it's all the rest of the manager situation. Until the window market is open, many things can happen. In our case, for sure, our squad is not closed, it's not finished. And yeah, I think they left already 8-9 players and 5 new players, but it's something that it's work in progress at the moment.
Is there any area in particular you'd like to strengthen before the window closes?
No, it depends anyway, because lots depends if they're gonna keep all the players that we have now in this moment, or if some of them they're gonna leave. So if some of them they're gonna leave, we need change. But yeah, window market is where it is anyway.
Could you see a few players leaving in the next few weeks before the window?
For sure, at the moment we were too many. Yeah, for sure, some of them they're gonna leave.
And just wondering, from pre-season that you've had with the squad, are you happy with how they've adapted to your methods and the progress you've been able to make?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. I know that it's not a quick process because the idea is completely new. But in the way they are working, I'm quite happy. There is a lot work to do, for sure, 100%. But we can see day by day that the team is improving. The friendly games that we played since the first friendly game, I think the team always getting better. And probably the last friendly game, unfortunately for the results, that it's always important. But for me, it was important to see how the team received the idea. And to be honest, I think the first half an hour we were brilliant, and this is the way. This is our path.
And just finally from me, has Pep Guardiola been in touch before the start of the season this weekend? And how much in touch do you stay since you've left the club?
Normal touch, like any more friends I have.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Enzo. Good luck.
Okay, Jason.
Hi Enzo, hope you're well. Do you feel fully prepared for the new campaign? I know you have obviously had the difficulties out in Thailand with the Spurs game being cancelled, but you have the new one in midweek. But do you feel ready to go?
Yeah, we need to be ready for sure. As we said, probably the difference between us and the rest of the clubs, for instance, Coventry in this case, is that probably they are working with the same manager from, I don't know, last 5-6 years. This team is playing under new manager just 1 month ago. So probably the big difference between us and the rest of the club is this, that in football it's big difference. But yeah, we need to be ready.
I remember you talking in your first press conference about it being a long-term project here, but do you feel any kind of pressure to start well and get that first win under your belt on Sunday?
No, yeah, start well, absolutely. We need to start in the right way. We need to start well. But I don't feel any pressure because I always said at the moment the only pressure I feel is that I want to see the team improving. And then I said days ago I didn't receive any pressure from the club that we need to get promoted or the club is ambitious, I'm ambitious too, the player too. We all want the same target. But as I said days ago, football unfortunately it's not A, B, C. It's not. It's dynamic.
Craig Shakespeare joined us on Talk Sport on the radio this week. Of course, as somebody who knows this place very well, was with Dean Smith at the end of last season. He talked about needing, the transfers that come into a football club need to be the right personality and also the right kind of character. Do you feel that you have brought in players with the right character and personality and not just looking at their abilities? Are they right mentally as well?
I just said we have this kind of players like Conor Cody, Ricardo Pereira, Mark Albrighton, even Jamie. I think. Let me think now because. But I think we have 5-6 players that they can be a leader. So if we need more, we see the window market is still open, so many things can happen.
I want to ask you about one player in particular, Harry Suter, who's not featured lots this summer. Is he somebody that's part of your plans this season?
Harry is a guy that since day one is working very well. But as I said, because the window market is open, for Harry and for the rest of the 25 players that we had, something can happen.
Has he expressed a desire to leave at all?
No, absolutely.
Sheffield Wednesday boss Cisco Munoz spoke yesterday about the level and the quality of the teams and the players in the Championship being almost like the Premier League. Do you see it like that this season with so many strong clubs in there?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think there are many clubs that we all want the same. And this competition, anyway, the Championship, I know very well from many years. It's very strong competition, and I think this year there are many clubs that in the last 10 years at least they were in Premier League for some while, for some time. So will be very competitive competition.
And finally, for me, Coventry first game on Sunday, lost in the playoffs last season, which can be devastating for clubs. We've seen it with Huddersfield in the past, struggling maybe next season. Do you feel Coventry will be up there and in and around the playoffs and promotion again?
I don't think it's the same situation. Huddersfield, for instance, I think they changed the manager after they lost the final. The Coventry is with the same manager, not as we said before, not in the last year, in the last 5-6 years with same manager. I always said the same. I always imagine myself after 5-6 years with the same team. How good could be. Yeah.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Hello, Enzo. Has anybody told you that there's a bit of a rivalry between Leicester and Coventry, and how aware are you, your coaching staff, and the players of that rivalry?
It's the M69, eh?
M69 derby. You could probably do with a catchier title.
No, yeah, we know that it's a big derby. We start at home. Probably the stadium will be full, so it will be a great environment, and hopefully we can give our fans, ourselves, to the club a good start.
A lot of big teams in the Championship, but many of them have won the Premier League in recent years. With that in mind and everything that the club has accomplished over the last few seasons, do you feel like there is extra target on the back of Leicester City this season for other clubs to play their A game, their best?
I don't think so, and I'm quite sure that if we think about Premier League 1 years ago, FA Cup, Community Shield, that will be a big mistake for us. Because in this moment, the only thing we have to think is that we are Championship club, not Premier League club, and forget about this. It's for the fans, for the club. It's history. Nobody can touch that. But now the reality is completely different. The reality is not what you have done in the past. The reality is what you do now and in the future. That is completely different from previous season. As I said, probably the first words I said to you is Leicester in Championship is completely different than Leicester in Premier League. Leicester in Championship, probably all the club, they want to try to win against us. Here, away. In Premier League, yeah, probably they want the same, but I think there is a difference between Leicester in Championship and Leicester in Premier League.
How difficult of a mentality shift is that to try and accomplish over just one summer? Because Premier League club for almost a decade, look at this training ground, and it's difficult to get away from the accomplishments at the very highest level of this game in the last few years. How difficult is it to switch lanes so quickly?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that if we think about the past, will be a big mistake. We need to realize the present, and we need, as I said already many times, we need to adapt as soon as possible at the new competition, new stadium, new opponents. It's completely different.
Just finally from me, I know earlier on you said that you've not received any pressure from anybody at the football club here that promotion must be the goal this season. But in the eyes of many, promotion must be the goal this season, right?
Yeah, probably for most of the people, yes, because we are Leicester, just to relegate, so it's normal. But I just told you what is my feeling about the club, that nobody put me pressure in terms of this year we need to get promoted. The club wants promoted. I want to be promoted, and the players too. But it's not. Yes, this is the only target we have.
Thank you for your time. Good luck.
No problem.
Okay, Alan?
Hi Enzo, hope you're okay. How significant is it for you to be without Connor Cody this weekend? Because he was one of your first signings, and he appears from what we've seen him play that he's actually going to be really important to the way you want the team to play from the back.
Yeah, since day one, we built the idea around new players, and Connor was one of the new players. So since day one, we built the idea about being Connor there. Unfortunately, it's not there. We have different players, but yeah, it's a big shame for sure. Not only because it's a good player and because since day one he was building the idea with us, but also because he's a leader. He's a kind of player that even in the friendly games you can hear his voice every time. He's talking with everybody, and at the end, when you have these kind of players in the pitch, it's always a plus for the manager and for the rest of the teammates.
You were asked about the captaincy a little bit ago. Just to confirm, is there no club captain set in stone this year? Not an official club captain. It's kind of shared around the group.
Not yet. No.
Okay. You made another signing this week with Mabadini coming to the club. What will he add, and why did you want to bring him into this side?
No, yeah, it's quite clear that in our idea, wingers are very important, because most of the times we put them in situation 1v1. So we are looking for a winger that they are good in 1v1, winger that they like to stay wide, not coming inside, because our winger in our idea has to be wide, not inside. And yeah, Mabadini is one of the players. He was one of our target. Unfortunately, arrived just a few days ago. But as we said, it's the window market.
Coventry City this weekend. I wonder, from a tactical perspective, Enzo, when you're looking at how they play, what you've made to them in your analysis.
No, first of all, that the proof that they are a good team. It's just 1 month ago, 2 months ago that they play a final for Premier League. So that means that for sure, 100%, they are a good team. And it's a team that they try to play. And also it's difficult to face that kind of team because they usually defend with a line of 5. And when you have to attack against a line of 5, always there are less space. But we're gonna try to find solution.